All right, Sal Serrano here with SocialTechPop here in Atlanta, and I'm with Mr. Barry, Tim Barry.
Hi, Sal. Glad to be here. It's been fun.
Yes, thank you for this opportunity to actually interview you. And the one thing I wanted to talk to you is something that you're working on our workshops here is the business plan, the dreaded business plan, and how we can make it easier.
Let's understand first that it's business planning that we want, not the business plan. That simplifies a lot. Keep it simple, keep it practical. Do your business plan as the first step to planning because you want to run your business better and you want to reduce the uncertainty, but clean your mind of all that fear that people get, like it has to be a high school term paper and it has to follow a recipe and it has to be exactly in this order and well edited and well formatted and all that. No, it's a plan. The plan is what's going to happen, why, who does it, when, how much does it cost, how much does it bring in, and you keep it on your computer and you run your business with it. That's the plan, and then the pitch, the elevator speech, the document, those are outputs which you might or might not need. If you're getting investment or a bank loan, you need to create a business plan as an output, but the real plan is on your computer, and it's not for somebody else, it's for you, and you keep it simple and concrete, and then you review it and revise it every month, and it gets a whole lot easier if you put it in the right perspective.
So it's definitely something that's always evolving, correct? And you need to not focus about the investors and what everyone else is thinking, but more importantly, what your vision is.
Definitely. The plan is for you to run your company. It's like steering, Steering, even on a straight highway, you're constantly making corrections. Planning is like that. And if you don't have the plan, how can you do the adjustments? Because things will change. The plan will be wrong. But if you're just winging it, then you have to, all the time when there's time for a need for change, now you're trying to figure out what do we do. If you go straight to the plan and revise the plan all the time, then it's steering your company.
Absolutely, great advice. Now we just actually saw a lot of the winners today, and something that I got from it is a lot of the entrepreneurs here are really focused on making a commitment to change, an agent of change, and something good for our planet. Do you think that's something that it's innate in us and that all of us here as entrepreneurs should actually strive for?
Actually, Sal, I think that this is evidence of change since I was younger. As back in the 60s, we all wanted to change the world. In the 80s, everybody wanted to get rich. And I'm happy to see a convergence these days that people are realizing that if you build a business around doing something that ought to be done, you feel better, your team solidifies, it's easier to understand what you're doing, and it's a good foundation. We're going to change the world this way. We're going to make baby clothes cheaper, or we're going to save energy, or we're going to give healthy snacks, the three examples today. And you build the team around that. I think that works because it's going to be hard, and you're going to have those horrible days, but people, I think it's in our nature that we tend to unite around the idea that what we're doing makes a difference.
I agree with you 100%. Now, talking about teams, how would you recommend entrepreneurs build a team? How do they go about doing that?
The first thing is to recognize that team or no team is a matter of style, preference, size of your opportunity. A lot of people stay as a single entrepreneur with no employees, and that can be great, and that can be a wonderful way to make a living. Other people have something that they feel has growth in it, and they want to grow, and in that case, and see, what's important is that your strategy and your team match what you're doing and your market, and all of it be synergistic. And in the case that you've got growth and you're building team, then remember, it takes 4 or 5 functions to do a business. You've got to have somebody that likes administration and numbers, and somebody that understands marketing, and somebody that will sell, and somebody that can manage and lead. And you don't have to be all of those.
I agree with you.
Put them together. You don't have to be them all. You can bring them all together and create something that way.
And I think that's what we heard from a lot of the winners today, is talking about complementary assets and having your team be better than yourself. And I thought that was actually pretty bold to say that, and it's not something that's ego-driven. I guess in closing here, just a final question is, what would you recommend, 3 recommendations probably, for a new blog like ourselves?
Watch all the other blogs. Look at the comments, watch the readership. Definitely get on Twitter and follow the action related to your blogs and other blogs on Twitter. Keep it live, keep it moving, and keep it sensitive to what your focus is for your readership. There's a Bill Cosby quote. He says, "I don't know the secret to success, but I do know that the secret to failure is trying to please everybody." So you divide and you do what you do best, and you please the people who most match that and do that really well, and that will be a good step.
Well, thank you for your time. It's been a great pleasure. Sal with Social Tech Pop here.